while since we've taken a look at a bad adaptation of a foreign show, and of the many that came out in... One moment. Some of us are trying to put on a review show in here!
Oh, sorry dude. Wouldn't want to disappoint your 24 fans.
Hey, at least I'm trying to make something of myself. When's the last time you had a job anyway?
Hey, I'll have some money coming in soon. My class action suit should go to trial any week now.
Look, all I'm saying is if you're gonna crash on my futon while I sleep on a rollaway, we're gonna have some ground rules. You pick up after yourself, you keep the music to a minimum, and no, you can't use Genie to go to Vegas or change your credit rating.
You've changed, dude. You used to be cool.
I was never cool and you know it. Where were we again? Oh yes, the US adaptation of Kath and Kim. Kath and Kim is one of the most successful sitcoms on Australian TV. Even though I suggested it was a British show in my Men Behaving Badly review because I'm a moron. Basically, it was about a single mother having to deal with her daughter moving back in after a breakup in a type of familial odd couple situation. In 2007, Reveille Productions, who had adapted The Office and Ugly Betty, began producing a version of this show for American audiences. And in this case, third time's the bomb! NBC picked up the show, apparently thinking it would be the perfect way to launch Molly Shannon's post-SNL career. Yeah, it was around this time that NBC really took off at giving their Saturday Night Live veterans their own shows to dissuade them from making a bigger name elsewhere. Our pilot opens with Shannon's character Kath Day talking on a headset phone in her own personal home gym. Why don't you just tattoo yuppie on her forehead and get it over with? Her day is ruined when her daughter Kim, played by Selma Blair, moves back in unannounced and declares she's broken up with her husband.
I'm getting a divorce. It's over. O-V-U-R.
A divorce?
Did I mention Selma Blair is only 8 years younger than Molly Shannon?
Now don't be stupid.
Is Britney Spears stupid? Is Melanie Griffith stupid? Because they all left bad marriages. What did you do to my room? You turned it into a freaking curve. Wait, where are all my Care Bears?
So yeah, Kim is basically a 5-year-old in a woman's body. Is she certain she broke up with him?
Take your shoes off in there. What did you think marriage was gonna be, huh?
Well, I didn't sign up for cooking dinner or being interested in how anyone's day was.
So our two main characters are a high-maintenance shrew and a whiny, spoiled brat. Yeah, my unlikable character meter is going off the scale here. But this time, I've actually commandeered the first episode of the original Australian series. So let's see how it stacks up in comparison.
What are you saying to me, Kim? What?
My marriage is over. O-V-A-H. Over.
Oh, again.
Was Melanie Griffith stupid, Mum? Was Rachel Hunter stupid? Because they've all left bad marriages. What have you done to my room? Where are my Care Bears?
No, Kim.
Oh my freaking good night! Yeah, it's pretty much the same episode. A few cultural changes here and there, and of course our version of a hefty daughter means giving Selma Blair a slight paunch. But yeah, it's the same damn thing! I've said Hollywood is running out of original ideas, but this is freaking ridiculous! Oh, and the original show's creators, they were producers and consultants on this one, so they were either okay with this copycat, or they demanded it. This is beyond lazy, people! In fact, let's take a look at a good adaptation by comparison. It's easy to forget that All in the Family was adapted from the British show Till Death Do Us Part because it had its own different title and I assume different writing, allowing it to establish its own identity and thus judge it on its own merits. And yes, it also came out at a time where overseas shows weren't as easily accessible. But that just makes this pilot even more stupid. The original series was already airing on American cable channels, so if you make your version's pilot a virtual carbon copy, you're going to turn off people even if the remaining episodes are original. And by the way, from what I can tell, they weren't. Now, this seems to be a common practice of Reveille Productions because a lot of The Office's first episodes were apparently the same as their British counterpart. So I guess a show can overcome this if it doesn't suck. So by the same token, I should grade Kath and Kim on its own merits, so I'm gonna do the rest of the review without comparing it to its counterpart. Naturally, Kath would like nothing more than for Kim to return to her husband Craig because of her own budding relationship.
Who is this loser?
His name is Phil Knight, and he is my knight in shining armor.
The Nike head? Damn, she is a gold digger!
Phil!
Wow, I guess the workers' rights activists finally won.
I can't believe you broke up with my mom over a stupid sandwich. I mean, what kind of a loser are you?
I love your mother, Kim. She gets me.
Look, I'm all for running your own business, whatever it may be, but trust me, running a sandwich shop in a mall is not gonna be enough to support this woman! And okay, she's not technically a gold digger since she does run her own hairstyling business.
I have all the perks of a salon right here. Complimentary beverages ranging from cola to flat water. I've also created a classy spa-like vibe.
Hey, I do know how you feel there. I can't get anyone to pick up my shows when I have a high-quality donated camera and a green screen made of the best bed sheets Target can sell.
Yes, I'm high maintenance, but you have to be. I cleanse and tone, but it's paid off.
Molly, when you were more attractive and entertaining as a psycho on Will and Grace, something's not right.
When she's really bad, she listens to Cher full blast.
Yeah, after dealing with a really bad show, I play Olivia Newton-John on full blast. Greatest hits on standby.
I don't think it's appropriate for you to be dating when you're married.
Can we
don't like
not
it. I
talk
don't think
about
it's
this for like
appropriate,
1 second, please? I mean, we're at the
Fine.
mall.
Ooh, I saw the cutest jumpsuit when I was coming in. Gorge. Zipper right down to your petunia.
And that's the biggest running gag of the show. They act like they're about to tear each other's eyes out, and then they start bonding together about fashion or some crap. I guess they were trying to show how there's always one thing they could always talk about, kind of like Daniel Stern's character in City Slickers about how his dad and he could always talk about baseball, but it doesn't come off as endearing in this case. Yeah, I know I keep beating the unlikable character angle like a dead horse, but this one's a passive-aggressive shrew, and the other's a petulant child. No one develops as a character or shows any good side to them.
All I said is that maybe you could microwave dinner once in a while. Okay, we can't go to Applebee's every single night, Kim. We are not billionaires. Seriously, dude, I am totally losing it.
Can you just leave?
If I take one step out this door, you'll never see me again.
It's a glass door.
Do you want me to tell you where I hid the pecan sandies?
No. I'll just sit here with all my dreams in the trash.
You know, I do have to admit, though, with my busy schedule, getting a Savage tan in 5 minutes is convenient.
Right? To global warming.
Global warming.
Really, there isn't much more to talk about. Most of the episodes seem to revolve around the same scenario. As Kath and Phil act lovey-dovey and plan their wedding, Kim and Craig keep acting like Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, trying to get the other one to crawl more. Kim announces she's getting back together by the second act, only to break up again by the closer. Then in the season finale, all 4 of them decide to move into Kath's house together. I wonder how they'll make this setup suddenly burn up in their faces.
Holy cow! Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll! Stop it! Wait for me!
Did the writers take a lesson from Seinfeld on how to end a season? And yeah, that's how the series ends. It wasn't until 2 months later that NBC officially announced the show's cancellation, but that couldn't have surprised anyone. The San Francisco Chronicle called this possibly the worst remake ever. Its Australian airing was dropped after 2 episodes. Why would you even try to air the remake there? NBC slashed 5 episodes off the schedule in January, dropped it to an 11 p.m. time slot, and even preempted it for, irony here, Australian Open coverage. Hey, if this is what passes for entertainment in Australia, whatever floats your boat, Aussies. But here's how to speak American. TV trash! To say this show is a failure is an understatement. The writing is totally lazy, and there's pretty much no one in the main cast to support or look forward to watching. It almost makes me want to apologize to Rob Schneider, because at least men behaving badly looked like it was trying. With Kath and Kim, I hate to steal a line from Joel and the bots, but yeah, they just didn't care. But you know, after seeing what a biatch Selma Blair's character can be, it does make me put my current situation into perspective. Guess I know what I have to do. Okay, look, maybe I overreacted, but you have to understand, did you learn how to make Mom's pancakes? Okay, I guess you can stick around for a while.